Hey, thanks for watching another local bug guy video. In this video, we're going to talk about lawn care and specifically our weed and lawn pest prevention program and why we started it and what you get out of it. For the last 15 years of being in business,
Yep.
we haven't done lawn care.
That's why it says local bug guy, not local bug guy and lawn, etc. So, yeah, we weren't planning on it.
Yeah. Why haven't we done lawn care?
One reason is because I'm not going to take your money unless we're actually really good at something. There's, I don't know, 90% of companies are pretty mediocre, and we're not going to do that. So it's been something that I fought for a long time and finally just ended up doing because we figured out how to not fall into the trap of sucking.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big goal. Don't suck.
This isn't the only thing that we've avoided doing.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't done termites. We
No.
haven't done birds or wildlife like squirrels and rabbits or snakes.
Yeah.
Out of all of those things that a lot of pest control companies tell us that's where they make their money,
That's true.
we've stuck to one thing. The general pests, the ants, spiders, wasps, the pincher bugs, because we knew we could be really, really good at that.
Well, and the other reason is because most companies will put their best technicians who make the most money on termites and bed bugs, and they'll do a really good job, but they'll just hire a minimum wage guy and just go and do a mediocre service for pest control. And we figured we can hire really good people and provide a really good service for the thing that is out of all of the thing within pest control, it's more than 50%. Like maybe there's 15 things you can do. One of them, general pest control for houses, is more than 50%. So people really need help with general pest control, and that is the thing that's just mediocre. Let's help people with what they need and do it right. That's why we've always done general pest, and we don't want to do a bunch of other things and just be mediocre. But people care about their lawn. So I guess that's maybe jumping ahead, but that's part of why it's like, oh, they really need help with pest control. They really need help with their lawn. This is the thing that most companies just kind of plug a guy in and say, don't ask questions, just do what I tell you.
Yeah.
And we hire really good people and say, hey, we're going to teach you what to do, but we're going to teach you why so that you can think on your feet and you can be there and care for your customer.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what we've been doing personally for lawns because we haven't done it as a company. Now, for me, my last two houses have been like a water safe landscape where
Yeah.
we didn't have any lawn, or a townhouse where the HOA took care of the lawn. So I had no need. But you've had a lawn for 9 years now.
Yeah, and even before that, but the last 9.5, almost 10 years, we've lived in our house and we've had a lawn, and I reluctantly had to do something. So I did what a lot of people do and went to IFA, and they have it prepackaged. You do this time of year, you do that time of year. I felt like the fertilizer was pretty good, but the weed control wasn't very good. But it was a lot better than doing nothing.
Right.
After a few years and getting annoyed, I noticed that there was several houses on my street and in my neighborhood that their lawns all looked amazing. Turns out they all had the same guy.
Okay.
When I did the math, it wasn't that much more expensive than IFA, so I hired him.
Okay.
And when customers kept asking, what do you do? My story went to, just hire this guy.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. He does a
Yeah.
good job.
Why not just continue having that guy do your house and all of our customers' houses?
So part of it is, like we already kind of said, people need help with it. And he did a good job on the service. He wasn't great at communicating. That was one little piece. Honestly, if he was a great communicator, then I probably would have promoted him even more, and maybe we wouldn't be doing lawns.
Right.
But he was really good at the service. But I didn't know that much what was happening and why and when and what if I need something extra. And I asked one question one time over the course of like several years, and I felt kind of dumb asking the question. So I didn't ask any more questions. I just gave him money, and it was still good enough.
Yeah. Cool.
But there's also another situation where a few years ago, I showed up to do a service at a house. Turns out that house, they are related to people that live close to my house.
Okay.
And they saw the truck. And they're also, so there's all these connections. But also, when I pulled up to do the service, the next door neighbor that shared the driveway of this house, he walked over and was like, "Hey, you're doing pest control for my neighbors?" I'm like, "Yeah. Do you own a pest control company?" He's like, "Yeah." Maybe he doesn't know that I do pest control, but I don't know why he hired you, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I do lawn too. Do you do lawn? No, I don't. Hey, if you ever want to do lawn, just give me a call. I'll take you out to lunch and I'll teach you how to do it. So I was like, oh.
So this guy that owned another pest control company also did lawn.
Yeah.
And offered to teach us how to do lawn.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm like, all right. So about a year and a half, 2 years later, I took him to Chick-fil-A and he taught me all the basics, and about 70% of it went over my head. So
Okay.
I went and talked to his suppliers that he told me about, and about 60% of it went over my head. I went and talked to him again, and like 40% went over my head. And then I started doing it out of a backpack, which is really time consuming.
Okay.
And then he found a power sprayer on KSL, and he's like, "Hey, I would buy this if I could, but I already have all my trucks nice and rigged up, and I need to, put some money towards other things, so you should buy it." So yeah, he really helped hook us up, and he basically taught a competitor how to do everything.
Okay.
And that was super helpful. That made a big difference because, like we brought up 2 or 3 times, we don't want to take someone's money and do a bad job, or even just an okay job, or even a kind of good job. Yeah. It's got to be like really good. Otherwise, don't pay us.
Yeah.
Hire somebody else, and I'll tell you who. Or what we've done sometimes with pest control, if it's close enough and if it's legal, let me just do this for free because I know how to do it, and it's legal, and it's within the things, and it's going to be an average service. It's going to be what you would pay anyone else to do, but it's free.
Yeah.
Whereas what we really want to do is charge you average to a little more than average and do a much better than average job. So with Matt's help, that's what we're doing now for lawns.
Shout out, Matt. I think it's one just small interesting thing to note. The pest control industry is kind of like that.
Yeah.
It almost seems like everybody's got each other's back. And I've even been in Facebook groups where somebody will post a picture of a bug and say, "Can somebody help me figure out what kind of bug this is?" So it's just kind of a cool thing. But we knew that even though we could get that help long term, we didn't want to start really doing it and charging full price for it until we knew that we could do it.
Yeah.
So with Matt's help and the help from some distributors, you spent the better part of last year doing lawns cheap and free, just learning.
Yeah, I don't think we lost money, but I'm pretty sure we didn't make any money.
Okay.
We charged, we sent out texts, said, "Hey, I know it's toward the end of the season. If you want help." There was a few people who had just fired their lawn guy, or people who had lawn people, and the lawn people just weren't cutting it, so they had fired them a year or two before, and they said, "Let's see what you can do." So got a lot of feedback from those customers. I think there was about 32 of them that gave us great feedback and helped us really refine it, and went from theory to practice, so that now we have a service that is worth paying for.
No, I think that's great. I'm excited for this next stage in Local Bug Guy. I know I kind of pushed you to go start doing lawns and start learning about lawns because we've had a bunch of customers asking for it. You guys, when you call in, and whether you have spiders or you're just moving into a new house, you also want your lawn to be green, and you want your kids to have somewhere that they can be safe and enjoy. So we want to offer that to you guys, and we've put a lot of work into making this not just valuable, but also easy.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add. You said it all.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. If you have a lawn in Utah County and you want it to be green and weed-free this year, go ahead and click the link down below, and we'll see you soon.